everybody, welcome back to another video, and happy 2020, and here's our 50 subscriber special. One of them, another one we filmed back in 2019, but I haven't uploaded until now. But here is my review on this. This is the Nintendo Switch. This is the red box version, which comes with better battery life, and is basically the best model of the Switch available at this point in time. So now, let's just dive into a review. This is a 720p, I forgot what type of screen this was, screen, 720p resolution screen, not the best, but not the worst either, and considering that the last handheld was the 3DS, it's a huge upgrade. The screen is covered with plastic. It is not glass, so it will not shatter easily, or hopefully not at all. So, and it also is a touch screen. On the bottom, we have a tag with my serial number for my Switch on it, and I'm not going to show that. We have a couple of screws, and a USB-C port. The first time Nintendo has ever used USB-C on a console before. So this is where your dock plugs into, or your charging adapter just plugs into normally. So that's all from the back. On the sides, we have some Joy-Con rails. If I can get them into the light a little better. So, these are the Joy-Con rails. This is what the Joy-Con slide on. As you can observe, with one Joy-Con, just slide them on. And it clicks into place, and slides off easily. Oh, jeez. On the other side, it is virtually the same thing, just for the left. On top, we have a power button, a volume up and down switch, a screw, an exhaust fan, a headphone jack, very important nowadays, and your game card slot, which holds all of your cartridges for the Switch. That's right, Nintendo went back to a cartridge, even though I'm pretty sure all of you knew that. Oh look, I can stand it up. On the back, we have the Nintendo Switch logo, some more exhaust, or maybe these are the speakers, I don't remember. Wait, no, because I'm pretty sure these are the speakers. I think this is more fans. And over here, this little metallic thing is Nintendo's little kickstand for the Switch. It's a very flimsy kickstand, as you can see. But under there houses the micro SD card slot. If we can get this in good lighting. There we go. That's where the micro SD card goes into. I currently don't have one slotted in there as of right now, because I haven't needed to use it yet. And so without further ado, let's review the controllers. So Nintendo packs 2 controllers right in the box for you. In my case, I got neon red and blue controllers. These things are called Joy-Cons, and they are each for the left side and the right side. Here is the Joy-Con. These are both Joy-Cons. And as you can see, there are 2 little buttons over here labeled SL and SR. And those are meant for when you are playing the Switch like this. You can play the Switch like this with supported games. And that is why they didn't make a D-pad here, because if they made a D-pad and you are required to hit, like, say, like A and B at the same time, then you aren't going to be able to, because D-pads are a solid thing and only let you choose 1 or 2 directions at most at the same time. So that is why they didn't do that. Up here is the minus sign, which is also kind of like the select button that Nintendo hasn't used basically since like the Virtual Boy. Down here you have a little capture button for like screenshots and little mini clips of gameplay. Up here you have your analog stick, which is convex, but has slight little ridges at the end, so your fingers don't slip off as easily as the PS3 controllers, something like that. But they will slide off, as you can see. They're very easy to slide off with easy whatever. On the back, it's just some branding, and yeah, these also have very good battery life too. On the top here, you have the ZL and L buttons. Here is your player number icon, and it'll tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, and I forget the other combinations. But this is the direction you are supposed to slide it onto the console. But yeah, so that is all for the left. On the right one, it's pretty much the same, just plus, X, A, B, Y, the right analog stick, and the home button. And I think I might, yeah, I just turned my switch on. Oops, I don't want that on. Up here, it's ZR and R, and again, SL and SR on this side, so you can be playing your favorite games, like Super Mario Party. So, let's get into a review of the software. So, if the kickstand will provide a proper viewing angle for the camera to see, not really. So I'll just put it down like this, and hopefully that will, well, you know what? Will that work? I think that'll work. So instead we're gonna have that over here, but we still have one more main Nintendo Switch feature to go over. So here we have the Nintendo Switch. I like doing that. And here's your main home screen. Here you have all the games you've played, and this sign next to a game means you need a cartridge in it. You know what, I'm gonna zoom in on the Switch a little bit. Sorry, I am filming this during the playoffs. If you hear my father screaming about football, that is what is happening. So here's The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. That is one of the greatest games for the Switch. Buy it now. I am not sponsored by Nintendo. I wish I was, but buy it now. It is a very good and easy Zelda game. But anyway, so here's your home screen with all your games. Down here are your secondary menus, like news, the Nintendo eShop, your capture gallery, your controllers, your system settings, and sleep mode. Up here you have your page. So here are all my friends. You can't friend them because friend codes on the Switch still are a thing. These are all just suggestions. Also, you can link your Nintendo 3DS or Wii U friend account. And yeah. So this will tell you when you last play, whatever. This will tell you when the first time you played these games. So here's all the games I played: Link's Awakening, Smash Bros. Ultimate, Fortnite, YouTube, Luigi's Mansion 3, Splatoon 2. I do have Nintendo Switch Online, so I have played the Super Nintendo and Nintendo Entertainment System online games, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Party. I don't have that installed on my Switch anymore because I don't care about it. Because most of these games I've rented from my local library, because my library is the best and they let you rent free games for up to a maximum of 2 weeks, which is a pretty nice deal. Fitness Boxing and Tetris 99. I don't have Tetris 99. I don't have these 3 titles installed on my Switch anymore because I have not found them these useful. Tetris 99 I really don't care about Super Mario Party, I just don't have it. Fitness Boxing, I don't play it. So this is what my thing is, and there's my me. And if you try and find me, I'm gonna decline it anyways, or whatever. So that is it. Up here is where it tells you the time, your Wi-Fi signal, and your battery. And down here is news. So let's do the controllers. Here's some interesting features about the controllers. So here are my only so these are the only controllers that are paired to my Switch. And here's the left one. And here's the right one. But what I don't like about the blue one is that, listen to it. It's like rattling when it does that, and I don't like it. And then when the right one, it sounds normal. I don't know where the microphone for the camera is. So I don't like that. And I will do some gameplay on the Switch eventually, but currently I haven't completed any games, so I might do some Smash or some Fortnite, but until I complete Luigi's Mansion 3, I'm not going to make a walkthrough / playthrough of it. I might do some Splatoon 2 and some SNES and NES games and some stuff like that. But anyway, let's get on to one of the other main features of the Switch. So here is another main feature of the Switch. I shouldn't be zoomed in this much. But this is the Nintendo Switch dock. And really, when you feel it, it's pretty lightweight. And all it is really just a hunk of plastic. But you want to make sure that you only use the original dock that came with your system, or else your system could get bricked. So this is really... So in there is like one of the only electronical parts inside, and that is a USB-C connector. That's what that is right there. And that thing charges the Switch and also keeps it functioning and stuff. So that's what charges the Switch. And yeah, over here are some USB ports. Here's an LED indicator right there of when it's connected to your TV. On the back, you have a little bit of cable management. So if I open the dock door, you can see it's all label free right here. This is where your Switch power adapter goes into, the USB port, and the HDMI out port goes. Nintendo also does supply an HDMI cable in, along with this. This is a Joy-Con grip, and as you can see by the scratch marks on this thing, I use this almost all the time when I'm using my Switch on the big screen. And this is basically what I use for like Fortnite or like basically any game I use that I don't have to use motion controls for. So I do like this controller a lot, even though it's just a hunk of plastic and the grips aren't very ergonomical or anything, but I still like it. So let's get to having the Switch on the TV. So I do have to set up the dock, but I'll have that ready in a minute for you. All I have to do is plug in the HDMI adapter and the AC adapter. Gotta get my Switch and plug that into the dock. And then, bada bing, bada boom, I'll have everything up and running. So, Switch in the dock. The Switch does automatically turn on the TV. As you can see, And it should be on the correct HDMI. No, it is not. Never mind my statement. Where is that darn TV remote? It's right behind me, of course. This is not the most ideal gaming TV, but it's the one I mainly use. And this is my Switch dark theme. Your Switch does come default with a default light and dark theme. So I recommend using the dark just because. So here is the Switch on the TV. Now the Switch does output 1080p, and yeah, so that is my entire Switch review. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you next time in more videos in 2020. Bye.